He's Nick. I'm Matt. He's Gio-B. And we're Insuphishient. Is that right? Is it Gio-B?
Gio-B.
Gio-B.
Yeah. You got to think of
I
it
would
like,
not have gone Gio-B.
Yeah, it's that Italian. You got to say it like you have an attitude. It's job.
Job. Hey, job.
Nick, turn that damn music off. I can't even hear Gio-B.
Yeah.
Fine.
Nick is horrible at the fading, too.
No,
Yeah,
I don't. I don't fade. I just end.
Just shut it off.
Control Alt Delete.
Yeah, there's no fading capabilities with Nick, unfortunately.
Dude, it's dude. I go 100 or I don't go at all.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you know, bring it.
Hey,
Yeah.
thanks for joining us.
No, thanks for
Yeah,
having me.
this is cool.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it. So basically, do you want us to call you Gio-B or Mark?
Mark's fine.
Mark, all right.
Yeah.
So Mark.
What is the last four of your social?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What hospital you were born in?
Yeah, I'd like to know, where's your street? That way Nick can sit outside naked like he did at Paige's place, but
It was only for a week.
It's
Don't
weird.
Blew it out of proportion.
it's still strange.
Mark, what member of
Yes.
the band would you say you have the largest crush on?
Oh, absolutely, Trey.
How come?
Because he's Big Trey. I don't know, Big Red. He's too much. Like he changed my life. I mean, I guess the band changed my life, but just him in general. Like I ran into him one time in Burlington, and it was like I could hear his voice, but I didn't want to like talk to him. So I just like strangely stood in the store, like staring at him. You know what I mean? I was like, what in the hell?
with a full erection.
Security came over.
Absolutely. You know, and it's funny because when he was talking, he would talk about like Fishman and like the people that he was speaking to in this like head shop in Burlington didn't know who he was. You know what I mean? I was like, what?
Yeah.
Is that like fake humility or is that real?
Yeah, that's definitely fake, especially in Burlington.
So wait, you're in Burlington, Trey's in there, he's talking to people, and they don't know it's Trey?
No, the way he's commenting about him is as if they didn't know that, like, you know, like my drummer, like that kind of thing. Like not like they're like, yeah, we know exactly who the hell you're talking about. You know,
Yeah.
He's over in the corner looking at porn.
Exactly.
He's just over there.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
And he is. Wait, so he's playing tonight.
Is he? I didn't even know.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's playing with Pork Tornado.
And the Mandolin Project.
Oh, right on. Is Fishman with them, or is that just Fishman?
It's Fish. Yeah, Fishman's sitting in. I don't know if he's going to sit in with Jazz Mandolin. I can only assume
Jazz Mandolin. Thank you.
Yeah.
but it's up at Nectar's.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a cool place.
It
Higher
isn't.
Ground.
Is it Higher Ground?
Higher
I thought
Ground,
it said
yeah.
Nectar's.
Have
on
you
there.
seen the new Higher Ground? It's crazy. It's got 2 rooms. One of them's pretty big.
Oh no, I've never been to Higher Ground.
No, I was there when they were shutting it down, and Addison Groove Project was playing there, and Trey and Fishman came on stage and played with them.
Well,
Oh wow,
yeah.
that's fantastic.
The new place is pretty cool.
It's a good deal.
Mark, what do you do for a living?
I work in a law firm, but I'm not an attorney.
Yes, this is exactly okay. So this is what I want, right? Because back in the day, I don't know when you started, fishing it, but a lot of the heads out there have really cool jobs. They're kind of dorks, they're kind of nerds, and
absolutely.
you wouldn't expect it. And this is great. What do you do at a law firm?
I just run their like logistics, like their trial teams and stuff like that. Like when they have.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's like a glorified like mail room, All
right.
Oh cool.
Yeah, and I'm a musician.
Yeah, man.
I
I
play.
saw. So how long you been playing, man?
What's that?
How long you been playing?
Oh, forever. 15 since I was 15.
Literally, okay, yeah.
Literally, that show that I sent you guys, I grabbed the guitar after that and started playing.
That makes sense.
Was that your first show?
Yeah, that was my first outing.
Dude, you literally have me beat by 3 days.
Oh, nice.
So-
that run was ridiculous, dude.
Oh, it's unbelievable. I would have given my left nut to be at that run. I was probably fucking 10.
8.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody at home, we're talking about December 28th, 1993. The show takes place in Washington, D.C. at a place called the Bender Arena, no relation to Futurama. And Fish had been on hiatus isn't the right word, but they hadn't played a show together for about 4 months.
Yeah, it's
So
been a while.
they come in and we listen to the show because our guest gets to pick what we listen to. It was great. However, if anybody out there has a copy of the sound check,
yeah,
send us a message,
dude, this
because
sound check
I
is
would like
fucking
to hear this.
ridiculous.
It looks like it was like 2 hours long.
Really? I didn't
And-
even know. I didn't see that.
So they got Dream On, My Mind's Got a Mind of Its Own, Leprechaun.
Obviously.
Daniel Saw the
What
Stone.
the hell's Leprechaun?
They played Daniel Saw the Stone several times. My Friend intro. Punch You in the Eye, they played 3 times. The Squirming Coil, they played 3 times. Stash, My
Page
Friend.
2, 3 solos.
I don't fucking know, but this is insane. My Friend,
Jesus.
my friend, Horn, 2001, twice. Split Open and Melt. You Enjoy Myself.
I did.
Okipa, The Horse, Fluffhead intro, Divided Sky intro, Silent in the Morning, Reba, Fee, and Cashmere. Dude, that's a fucking show.
Hold on, that was the sound check?
That's the sound check.
Jesus
Well,
Christ.
But I think it's because they hadn't, for them, 4 months is like an eternity at this point.
Oh, at that point, yeah, they were hitting it hard. Back in the early '90s, that 100. What
Yeah.
were they doing? Like 150 shows a year or something?
Yeah,
Exactly.
I think was it 93 or 90 that they did, like, I don't know, it was like 185 shows.
That's insane.
It was something ridiculous. It could have been when they were still playing Nectar. So like, but is it true that this arena was more like a large auditorium?
It was like a gym.
A gym.
Like it was almost like a high school gym. Like I was talking to my buddy about it the other day. When we came in, it was like bleachers. Studio bleachers or gym bleachers, and we're just sitting there waiting. And when the fellas walked out, we just walked up. It was a wonderful experience. It was insanity, absolutely insanity. Like standing in front of them, and at that point, if you guys saw that, they had the aquarium set
yeah,
up.
through that whole run.
Yeah, so it was like
Oh, they had it for the whole run?
The whole all of the shows.
yeah,
Okay.
Yep. And
insanity.
So, I mean, just kind of like starting off with set 1, Peaches, right? Which is like, dude, if I'm gonna start a set 1, I want a fucking Peaches. Like here's the thing: is they hadn't played Peaches since 1989, previous to this show. 562 show gap.
Yeah,
And they played it because fucking Zappa had died a couple weeks earlier.
yeah, I knew. Yeah, my friends told me that. At the time, I didn't realize that. I was like, why are they playing? I knew the tune, and I was like, they do this, and my thanks to my big brother Anthony, he was like the guide, for me. He like
Right.
Actual big brother?
yes, my actual big brother was
Gotcha.
like,
Just checking.
he was like here kid, let's do this, and then we're gonna listen to this guy's thesis, like the man who stepped into yesterday. It was like, to a kid who was listening to like Blind Melon and just rock and roll.
Dude,
like
Blind Melon's going to be at the Bourbon and Beyond Festival.
Dude, would you?
Yeah.
I mean, how could you?
Mark's coming. He's going to join
Mark,
us.
fine. If you go, that's cool. But like, how the fuck do you have Blind Melon? The dude's dead.
I don't
by the
know
way,
how they have.
I
Blind
was
Melon.
listening to Blind Melon too, right? And then you hear like Soul Asylum and then Fish, and you're
Yeah.
like, wait, one of these bands is superior to everything else I'm doing.
Completely insanity. It was like to have that, and I think I wrote in my notes about that show was it was the first time I'd ever been to a live show where people were screaming just at like random times. You know how people kind of just do that emotional dump scream, and I completely understood it though. It was completely new, first time I'd ever seen anything quite like it, but immediately could like understand what they were doing. Just like, woo, just losing it. It was like it was a hell of a show.
Oh, so that's like I started. So I didn't see Fish until I started getting into them like right when their first hiatus, right? Because I was just a little too young to be going hiatus. Not to be confused with hyannis, but so I shut up, Nick. So I got into him around the same time, like 15 years old, but I'd come from a punk background.
Oh, wow.
So
yeah.
I was listening to punk for years, and then all of a sudden, my buddy gave me my buddy's brother gave me a tape of them New Year's 98 at the Garden. 96
Wow.
at the Garden.
Yeah.
And I was hooked. I was like, holy shit, this is what you can do with music?
Dude, didn't you like fishbowl a drum kit?
Yeah, I did. I bought my first eighth. Yeah, I bought my first eighth. My brother just gotten kicked out of the house. I moved down into his room. I grabbed my bass drum.
Finally, I got my own place.
Yeah, and then I just like baked out my bass drum and started sucking the smoke out of the hole. And then listened to this fucking show.
When you were in the bass drum smoking the weed, did you feel like it was hiding the smoke from everybody else? Or were you like, I just want to get as much in the air as I'm breathing as I can?
Yeah.
Dude, the stupid shit that you do when you're 15 years old. Like, you don't know what the fuck.
It's not just stupid shit you do. It's stupid shit you do trying to smoke pot.
Yeah, no.
I used to make an apple into like a fucking pipe and be like, hey, look at me.
Yeah.
For the environment.
What about the chillum?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Mark,
I'm with you.
Weigh in on this chillum.
I'm with you, Nick. I can't stand it. Especially when like they're like the worst ones are the ones who do like the prayer thing where they offer it up to Jah or whatever. You're like, you just ruined this. You just ruined it completely for me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, either you're for real and I don't understand it, or you're just this fake as fuck person trying to like
fake as fuck
show that you're like you getting high is a spiritual thing, and while the rest of us are just degenerate. I don't know. It was like,
yeah, it is. It's like the slide of a bong. It's like just stick it into the bong and you're good to go. I don't know. Some people got really upset with Nick on that.
Matt is not from the chillum time period.
That's not true,
dude. You've never hit a chillum.
It's because it was so stupid.
Yes, because it was so fucking stupid. And like you could only put like, oh, dude, that needs to be some really kind bud. Okay, you can't just put any weed in my chillum, bro. I'm like, dude, I tried to smoke you out and you didn't want to. Fuck you. Okay, song 2.
Poor Heart
with Trey Solo.
Yeah, Trey has his solo. Okay, so this is something that we always talk about, Mark. It's like now Poor Heart almost doesn't include a Trey solo.
It absolutely doesn't.
It doesn't.
And that's because
Not
Paige
like that.
pretty much ruined Trey's chance of ever sounding cool on that song ever again.
Yeah, Paige destroys him.
Well, so that's so
take that, Trey.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, do you like the Poor Heart with just the Paige solo, Mark?
I think so. I think I'm a fan of that. I love when Paige shines, you know?
Yeah.
I love
you love every single moment of every Fish concert in the last
that's
20
the
years.
thing. Yeah. I think he is the unsung hero of that band.
Yeah.
You know, and obviously Trey, being Trey, kind of sits out in front, but not musically. If you're really listening, what's carrying that whole thing? I mean, and Fish, obviously they're all good. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. They're all
No.
They're all damn good.
This is good because this is, yes, they are all good, but like I get what you're saying because music, like if you're looking at musical ideas, right, and technical ability, his hasn't faded. It's almost gotten better.
Absolutely.
And I'm not saying that Trey.
Which one are you talking about?
We're talking about Paige. And I'm not saying that Trey is faded, though I think some of his technical abilities, you know, they're not what they used to be. But like, I don't know. I say the same thing. So our MVP this year was Mike because I think Mike just fucking destroyed 2024.
Well, for me, he was the comeback player of the year. Mike had kind of disappeared for a long period of time into the ether behind the rest of the band. And at some point last year, he's like, you know what? I'll stand a little closer to the front of the stage. And it was great.
Yeah.
And actually, this 93 show is a really good example of Mike kind of before he decided to, you know, dissolve himself more into the music because he's very standing out in 93, particularly this run.
No,
in terms of like not playing the exact same music as the rest of the band.
I agree. And
cool.
Really putting his like twist on it. I mean, Mondegreen, I thought he came out there and just, destroyed it. It was the best I had seen them play in a long, long time. Like I had kind of gotten to the place where I was like, you know, maybe they're just not doing it for me anymore. Like it's not, I love going, love seeing everyone, you know, but the music just wasn't at that level. But I think in Dover, they came They came hard, and I thought Mike.
Baby.
I feel like 2024 was like this standout year. I think we'll all look back and be like, wow, this is like a fucking crazy year. Because I just that consistently they put together really good shows starting out in Great Woods. You know, they came out swinging in Great Woods night
all
one.
Of summer.
Yeah, all of summer was pretty
Albany,
great.
New Year's.
Yeah, it was good to see and hear that they were like playing again. You know, like it seemed like they had kind of gotten themselves into a place where it was like, I hate to say it, almost like the cliche, you know, like we're doing what Phish does, but we're not really exploring anymore. We're not really pushing. And I felt like that kind of changed this summer, you know?
Yeah. We all sort of got the same feeling. And you know, you're going to get your fucking Phish heads that are like, no, everything they do is fucking great. And that makes me fucking crazy. Like, I want to, like, that Murderous is the best feeling.
Are you talking about me?
No, you're not like a lover of everything they do. Anyways, getting back to the show.
Melt.
Split Open and Melt, fucking burner as any 93 Split Open and Melt is going to be.
It reminded me why it's one of my absolute favorite songs.
And it included a Peaches tease.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I know.
That Melt, you know, when they get into it and they get you into that place where you can't find the beat, and they do it so well. That one's a good one for that. Where you're like, so how the hell do they?
Yeah, we've always tried to figure out, like, okay, so who's running that train, right? Who's running where the one is? I'm always saying it's Fishman.
I think
it's Page.
I think they've done it long enough to where if one, it's almost like a telepathy. And I, you know, it's weird to say it, but musically when they're playing, like for me as a player and playing that song and trying to do that thing, it's really like they let go of it. And then you kind of can just hear Trey kind of give like a nod to the dun, like get them back to that. And Fishman kind of usually is like right on it with him. But I don't know. Honestly, that would be a question you'd have to ask those fellers.
Well, when they get on the show, you'll be here.
Nice.
And yeah, we're going to get every single one of on there. Hopefully we'll have Paige come over, have a tuna fish sandwich. So we recently, we haven't released the episode yet.
I ain't eating no kale, man.
Yeah, kale chips from Trey's kale chips.
That's a t-shirt right there.
We recently had Ryan from Twiddle on. Do you know those guys?
Yeah. I'm not super familiar with them, like music wise, but I know like who they are, and they're coming out of Burlington, right? Like, so
they are. And so we had Ryan on, super nice guy, super sweet person. But he talks to those guys, hangs out with them like all the fucking time. So he's got like the inside scoop. I kind of want to get to the point where like we could ask them some of these questions, like who the fuck is keeping time and Melt. And I almost think Fishman's not gonna even tell us.
Yeah,
like,
no, it would be better
it.
that they didn't. You know, like don't ruin it.
Don't ruin the surprise. What are you doing there, Nick? Are you counting on your fingers?
Count. No. So what I was doing was, you know, we have a list of questions that we'd like to ask all of our guests. And I was just reworking one of them, and I needed to count. So.
he needed his fingies.
Okay, so Esther, woohoo! Somebody really likes Esther.
I like Esther.
Okay, good.
What's wrong with Esther? I'm sort of kind of chasing one, even though like I know it doesn't go anywhere. It's just a song, but it's better than chasing Sparkle, Nick. So
yeah.
Hey, listen, there's nothing wrong with chasing Sparkle.
So I'll tell you what, as a 15-year-old kid, and like I said, my brother gave me some of the medicine.
Yeah.
And seeing Esther live for the first time, it was like the epitome of like a bad trip, you know what I mean? You're like, what the hell is this? And like and I'm like looking over and everyone's just got these big ass grins on their face. I mean, it was
you're like, ah,
exactly. Help me.
Fuck. It's horrible. No, I mean, see, already, dude, for your first show, you really have a burner.
Oh, no.
And then we get into Okie Pa, which we just don't hear enough of these days, which kind of sucks. All things like it's like All Things Reconsidered, man. It's becoming a fucking bust out.
Yeah.
Like and then we just don't hear it very much. And I love these jiggy type of songs. It's like a fucking Irish jig.
Yeah.
Nick's favorite song is next, Susie G.
What a song.
Yeah.
I just never got into it. I don't know, man.
I think it's because of it definitely is when you get into them. You know what I mean? Like they were playing Susie a ton, and just the fun of it. Like that's the one where Fishman's just screaming like that bitch.
That's right.
Yeah,
dude, he's like defending his boy Trey. It's great.
That bitch.
And you're just every time you're just waiting for what he just. Sometimes he would just kind of lose it himself and just be like, and like he wouldn't even say anything.
I know. I missed that version of Fishman. I don't know. So when I was playing in a group when I was one of my first groups when I was young teens, one of my keyboardist brother used to come in and bother us while we were jamming and start singing Susie Greenberg horribly, and I think that's what
that will definitely lead you down the wrong path.
Following up with Yamar. You can't go wrong with this fucking song. I love this song.
How long?
This was a little long.
How long did it take? I never knew that that was a cover.
Yeah, dude. It's the Corvettes. Is that who it is?
It's like one of like Paige's dad's records, right, or something that they got it from. If I heard the story correctly,
they don't even have.
It's Ferguson.
Cyril Ferguson, but I'm pretty sure it's from not the Corvettes or the Mustangs. That's what they're called.
Right.
The band is called the Mustangs.
Play It Leo, like his nickname came from that song, right? Because I guess in the original recording they say that to their keyboard player, right? Is that the true story?
That's right. I think that's the right history.
Matt's kid came on and gave us that history lesson. Go back, find the episode, people.
Oh, really?
My younger daughter came on and it was a segment we were doing, like just these weird segments where she would find the answers to like questions that maybe Fish fans didn't have.
Insufficient homework assignment.
Yeah, damn right. Yeah, that's cool.
So then we've got It's Ice. I mean, fuck this fucking song. I love this song.
So Mark, as you guys listen to the next 3 songs, not counting Feast, so really this one and the set closer, I thought you maybe had picked this show because it was very reminiscent of what they were doing in Mexico, which was kind of starting a jam and then deconstructing it down to like nothing and then trying to bring it back.
Yeah.
And in this Ice, they really kind of succeeded. It turned into like It's Ether Ice.
Yeah. I think that they were having so much fun. Like they were just like seeing what they could get away with. Like my buddy, who's actually his name's Alex Miner, Mr. Miner. So he was at that show.
Thanks, Mr. Miner.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Miner. So he's at that show, and I'm trying to, as a young man, trying to understand how you can prepare yourself as a band to do what they do in front of you. Like, and I wasn't talking about rehearsing the song. I'm just saying like the energy. And he just like matter of factly looks at me and goes, "That was practice, dude." He's like, they're practicing right now. He's like, this is the start of the run. He's like, they're going to just get tighter and tighter as they go. But I didn't understand that as a young, fish head.
And they did. And here's the thing is like during that time, these fuckers practiced.
Oh, they rehearsed the hell out of shit. Yeah.
They rehearsed the hell out of it. And they put together the set list. Like these are pre-formed set lists that they thought about. Like, I know they don't do that now, or at least Trey says they don't do that now. I think 2024, I almost feel like they started doing it again, where they're like thinking about really what they're gonna do the set list, because they were really well thought out set lists this year.
I mean, as a musician,
felt that way about Mexico.
They have 300 songs. I mean, you can't expect everyone to be able to like. You're not busting into like Reba like if you haven't practiced it. You know what I mean? Like, there's things you're gonna have to like foam. Like, there's so many things that you're gonna have to like go. I need to like touch up. So at least give me a heads up, Trey. If we're gonna go, what do I need to brush up on this tour, But at that point, they were playing so often and those songs were so heavily jammed that they were just fucking killing it.
Yeah, absolutely killing it. And so Fee, and then they always put the little Trey saying through the megaphone, and this possum This is what I love about 93.
Yeah.
As Nick says, this is the fishiest fish song.
It is the fishiest fish song.
I actually wanted to ask you fellas that question. So you think it's possum? Like, what song that you hear completely just exemplifies fish and says fit, like captures it perfectly? Maybe not perfectly, but
Well, Nick's going to say possum.
Possum.
I feel like I'm pigeonholed into possum, so I'm going to say possum.
All right.
Or Numberline.
Fuck you, man. Stop saying that.
That shit.
Numberline is a real fishy song, bro.
Dude, what? Why do you do this to me? I hate that fucking
torture.
song.
Dude, you love Numberline.
Torture.
Dude.
Mark, you should have seen him at the concert with a ticket stub in his hand.
Yeah.
Clapping and singing. You thought Skavoovie was on the way he was dancing. It was
awesome.
amazing.
Dude, horrible. Can't stand that song. It's like the essence of dad rock. Like,
I love it.
Yeah.
It's my wife doesn't really like Fish, but she loves that song. I'm like, what the hell?
It's a top 20 Fish song.
I'm gonna say. I'm
gonna say Chalk Dust.
I was gonna say Chalk Dust, but I'm gonna say Yem.
Okay, I can dig that. Yeah.
Because it's kind of a little bit of everything.
It captures everything. Yeah, absolutely.
Reba's up there too, though, man.
Yeah.
Reba's a fuck you to the fans.
Yeah. I think mine is Cavern.
Okay.
Just because of the way it breaks in the
or Kahlua.
Like they're the timing of it kind of shows you that they're
Perfect.
just not a normal band, and it's just like but that hitting that groove is just so hard, when you hear it live, it's like holy shit, that's insane. Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to get you
as
off.
a Fish Mandela effect. Did Mike have a bass intro to Cavern?
Not that I recall.
Okay, so it's just me.
No, there is one. I found it and I sent it to you.
That is true. So it's possible that I just had a tape.
He does this thing. It's like he does this thing. It's like boo 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 boo, and then they go into it.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Huh.
He used to do it, and now he doesn't do it anymore, and nobody remembers it.
And he doesn't do it anymore. And now they have this kind of wavy opener. So during the set break, and we're running a little long because we're having too much fun.
They played Kashmir and Possum. You fucking
they broke it down to complete silence and then broke into Kashmir.
It was so cool.
Yeah, and the Kashmir pissed me off because they started to go somewhere, and then Trey was like, "I'm going to turn into Kashmir now."
Yeah,
and then obviously the whole band came, and it was great.
Do you like it as a musician where if Trey is teasing a song that then Fishman just jumps on board and then changes the drum beat, or would you prefer that he keeps the drum beat for the song that they're playing and just keeps the tease in there?
I think Trey is hoping that it's just a tease, that he's just playing
exactly
like he's playing a melody over.
Yeah, and the rest of the band is fucking with him by playing the song.
Yeah, like
and making him then play the song. It's great. That's what I like.
They're like, "Oh yeah, asshole, here we go."
Oh, you want to play Kashmir, Trey? Suck on
Here's
this,
the
buddy.
fucking drum beat, man.
Yeah.
Because I always think I feel like sometimes it's better when he's just teasing that and the band just continues doing what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I think,
like that a little bit more.
I think as a musician, that's what his aim is to just be cute. He's up there just fucking around, what I mean?
I want the whole band to. If you tease it, play it.
Play that shit.
Play it out. Well, so it's a 15-minute set break. Set 2.
Wait,
what?
Matthew.
What?
We got to play 7 Below.
Okay, what is this?
It's 7 questions for Mark.
We haven't finished the fucking show.
We're at 30 minutes already. People are getting bored.
It's a longer show.
We might have to do a part 2.
We have a guest.
Fine.
Yeah.
Set 2.
Set 2.
Set 2. Sample in the jar. Great way to open a set 2, in my opinion.
Hell yeah. Sample's a killer. High energy.
When Trey says they didn't want commercial success, and then I hear sample in a jar, I say bullshit.
Oh,
and I
agree.
sneeze when I say it.
I would
This
agree
was
with
their
that.
attempt.
Yeah.
To get 92, 93, when this song was written, this was a very intentional song for record radio play. And what killed it? What do you think? What stopped this song from reaching that level of commercial success?
Fishman going naked on Halloween in like '89.
Yeah, that's the one with his fucking little walnut cock hanging out.
His grower, not a shower.
yeah. Basically,
Wow.
All head, no staff.
Has everybody seen Fishman naked but me?
Dude, there's pictures of it.
Yeah,
I have intentionally not looked. No, what killed that song was Trey is singing it, and then all of a sudden, Paige starts singing like really loud towards the end of the song, and it's like, wait, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah,
like America's not ready for that.
No, we need a lead singer. We need to know who the lead singer
exactly.
is.
So
he needs to be.
Go back, re-record it on Trading Places. Just Trey sings the whole fucking song.
Well, I just think so. But if you look at the entire Farmhouse album, like I feel like that where they were looking for commercial success with that album.
Yeah, and Farmhouse would have been better if Fishman wasn't playing that train kind of beat the whole time.
The Lay Down Sally.
Yeah, it's unapproachable.
Yeah,
I don't know about that. I think you're. I mean,
It's
Lay Down Sally.
Lay Down Can't approach it. Stay away from it.
Look at he doesn't know how to approach it. All right, into Yem, Killer Yem.
Good Yem.
I have nothing. I mean, just a great '93 Yem. All the weird antics going on.
They're doing like the hum vocal jam at the end. Like they're.
Do you
want to
get rid of the vocal jam? Do you think that shit should go?
I like it, but I also like it when they bust in the, I do like acapella shit. I like the old campy stuff. I liked when they did like the Simpsons language, the adults in
the secret language.
Yeah. I mean, it's like it's corny, but they're fucking corny, dude. They're like the dorkiest guys. Like they're the dorkiest rock stars you've ever met.
Amazing.
That's true. Into my friend with no mife at the end.
No
mife.
Nick,
I know that bothers Nick.
You don't like that.
You don't say mife. Don't play the fucking song.
You don't do it. Do you like that tune?
You fucking edging me?
That's when they started when they still did it like the acoustic intro. They were still doing it back then.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yes, I like the song more now because now they're taking it into like a type 2 jam.
Yeah. Everything type 2.
Which I think is everything's type 2 now.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me as a musician, because I'm a musician myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you can, anytime that you can separate from the song, change keys, like, all right, I'll give it to you. That's a hard thing to do and not sound stupid.
Yeah, not come off. Yeah.
It not come off bad. Like, if it's a bad transition when you're changing keys, man, everybody fucking knows it.
That's terrible.
Even if you're not a musician, you can hear that something isn't right.
Yeah.
So I do like it now. Into Lizards. You can't go wrong with the fucking Lizards.
Which is now a bust out because it's been over a year. And before then, it had been like 2 years. You're never getting another Lizards.
I thought I called it in Philly a couple, like maybe last summer.
Nah, they played it during the Gamehenge set, and then before then it might have been Philly, but it was like 22.
They got Alpine, dude, Alpine Valley, 7/27/2024, bro.
Oh,
came after my soul.
Are you sure?
I mean, unless the net is wrong,
unless they're lying to me. Unless Elon's changed things.
Okay. Never mind. They played it once last
unless
year.
Elon has changed everything.
He's gone in and made it more sleek. And
Elon went into the net. And he's like, "Listen, the one thing we have to do is go into the fish net.
We got to clean up these set lists. They're a little messy."
Yeah. That guy Nick's a dick.
Yeah.
All right. They call me the sloth.
As I said, I love this song. I think it's the most Zappa-ish fish song.
Yeah. I would agree.
Fast Enough for You. Dude, this thing fucking goes, this song. I love this song.
I am a big fan of that tune. I love
Top 20 for sure.
Like, it's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful song, and
it's a really good song. Yeah. Uncle Pen.
That's a good one.
What are you laughing at?
Uncle Pen is just grab ass on the stage. Musical grab ass.
Yeah. They're just up there just having fun.
Yeah.
Harry Hood. Interesting, Harry Hood. They did the Simpson signal in Harry Hood. But this is when you're starting to get to like the beautiful parts of Harry Hood that you really get in '94. Obviously, you get
beautiful.
Shut up, asshole.
What?
Obviously, you get the anything. So if you listen to Harry Hood that comes off of a live one, that's from a '94 show, But like in 94, you're starting to get the beautiful parts of Harry Hood. Because like earlier on Harry Hoods, dude, like they still got some angst going on in there.
Oh, that break in Harry Hood is one of the baddest pieces of music that I think's ever been written. Like when it breaks down and they come back in, it's kind of like that off tempo.
Yeah.
You talk about hairs on your neck standing up, boy.
Oh, I know. I love that, man. When they and like, I don't know. There have been so many good. Hood's another really fishy song, but like, I have an issue with this. Like, I don't know how you feel about this, Mark, but like, if Fishman can't play the fucking ghost notes on the snare drum during some of these parts, it just kills it for me.
I can see
telling
that.
you, he was fucking with you.
He was out to get you.
Yeah, but like if you don't have those, like, because that's like the fucking beat, right? When you have the ghost notes in some of these songs, like if you don't have those, you're sort of taking away from the song. But I'm a drummer, so I'm gonna obviously focus on those things.
Yeah.
I don't know. Highway to Hell to end set 2.
Were you at the SPAC 2009 show?
No.
Matthew?
Was I?
Yeah.
No, dude. I took my break when they took their break, and I didn't come back till Baker's Dozen.
So the last time they played it was SPAC, and it was the final song of the encore, and then they never played it again. 2009. Really? So you're in 3.0, and they were like, nah, they're done with it.
Crazy. They used to play it all the time.
Do the encore.
Encore, Memories.
Misty watercolor.
They did Memories?
Yeah. You were there.
Like, I don't remember that.
I don't even remember hearing that.
Wait, is this Memories from Cats?
I assume so. How many songs named Memories are there?
Yeah, I think this is Memories from Cats. That's fucking weird.
Didn't they encore Golgi?
And then Golgi.
And then Golgi.
Oh, all right. Huh.
Golgi, I like a Golgi set closer, not necessarily an encore.
Not a show closer.
Yeah.
No, unless they saw somebody with a ticket stub in their hand and they were sticking to it. Okay, Mark, before we let you go, we're going to do 7 Below.
7 Below.
I'm going to ask you 7 questions really quickly, and you just got to shoot from the hip.
Oh, Jesus, that's not safe.
Okay. Question 1, 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, or 4.0?
2.0. What's 2.0? Like, what's considered like that? Where are the breaks? That's where I have to know.
Okay. So 1.0 is from 83 to 2000. 2.0, you don't really count.
Then 1.0.
Oh yeah, because like 2000. Yeah. So from 2003 to 2004, that's 2.0. Oh. 2009 to what COVID is considered 3.0. Everything after that is 4.0, I guess.
All right. Well, then it's 1.0.
In my book.
Yeah.
Okay, 1.0, he's saying.
All right. Type 1 or type 2?
Type 2, all day.
What song that they play should be on an album?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know that.
Because there's a bunch that they haven't put on albums.
Yeah. Like, I mean, Gio-B's never been put on an album, was it? Or did it finally make
Story
an
of the
album?
Ghost.
Yeah.
All right.
It's pretty good.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. What song? Oh, that says, should they play more? Yeah, okay. What song should they play more? What album song should they play more? Okay, good.
What album song?
Yeah.
I like Fuego. That song always seems to do good
All
by
right.
me. I know Matt, you don't like Fuego, huh?
No.
He's like,
sorry.
Dude runs around his house yelling, Diego.
Yeah.
What song needs to be benched?
Benched.
Shelved for a little bit. Doesn't have to be fully benched.
As much as I love my man Trey, a lot of his new stuff I kind of just can't get behind. Like, I don't know, what's that one? Shade, I think that one tune played. I don't think I get down with that one too much.
Yeah, I like Shade. But all right, I respect that. Okay, and then finally, you get to ask one member of the band a one-word question. Which member? What word?
How?
Who you asking?
I guess Trey. I'd have to say Trey.
Trey and How. Nice.
Yeah. I like that. That's good. I'm saying they need to shelve Tweezer for a couple of months.
I know. I heard that. You know what? I think it's because it turned into something that it wasn't before. Like, I think they're trying to get back to that. But like, it used to be their way of kind of where like Goose and them showed you can play for 20, 25 minutes on a regular. Fish and them, they usually kept things around 10, 12 minutes,
Right.
And then they started to Tweezer Fest. You just it gets outplayed, and I think there's only so many options you have in it. And if you're not creating anymore in the song, it's like, let's chill,
See, I think what's going through your mind has got a great launch pad for potential good jams.
Yes.
That chord progression is something different that they don't normally do. And I think it could lead to some really good stuff.
Damn right.
Yeah.
They need a bench, no man's.
How about Bathtub Gin? You guys like that too?
I love a good gin because gin could still, you never know, man. Gin could still come out and like just completely fuck your face.
Yeah. Isn't that an homage to this tune?
Yes, it is.
See that?
He's Matt. I'm Nick. That's Mark. This was Insuphishient.
Thanks, fellas.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
We really appreciate it. We'll have you on again for sure.
Appreciate it, man.
We got to get a different outro song, man. This fucking sucks.
No, man, this is great. Everybody's at home listening. They want to hit stop. They're not hitting stop.
No.
They're like, I want more Rhapsody in Blue, please.